Hello, dear students. I am Dr. Rupali Ambadkar. I have been teaching you financial management during the last semester. These would be some quick revision videos for you, 2 to 3 minute videos to help you recap the concepts. So, what is capital budgeting? The investment decisions of a firm are generally known as capital budgeting decision or capital expenditure decisions, or we can also call as long-term investment decisions. Basically, the target is to make decisions regarding the acquisition of long-term assets whose returns are expected to arise over a period beyond 1 year. And these decisions usually include decisions regarding expansion, acquisition, modernization, replacement of long-term assets. So what should come to your mind when we are thinking about the term capital budgeting? So the decisions basically involve, you can think about, आपको याद रखना है कि buying land, building or a plant. So imagine this figure, these images in mind, keep them in mind. So when you think about capital budgeting, you know that we are talking about investment in long-term fixed assets like these. It might also include others, like for example, to undertake a big program on research and development, or to diversify into a new product line, a promotional campaign which involves huge expenditure, and so on. What is the importance of capital budgeting decision? Capital budgeting decisions इतने important क्यों कहे जाते हैं? Simply because they involve large investment of funds in assets. उसका मीनिंग है कि large commitment of funds, a substantial portion of capital funds are blocked. कंपनी का बहुत सारा पैसा अटकता है once this decision is taken, और वो भी काफी लंबे समय तक के लिए. Large investment, apart from that also for a long term. So naturally, because this large investment and long term in nature, it has this direct impact on the profitability of the company. अगर डिसीजन सही रहा, करेक्ट रहा, तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कंपनी की बढ़ेगी, फ्यूचर में कंपनी का मार्केट प्राइस बढ़ेगा, द कंपनी स्टॉक्स विल बी पॉपुलर. बट अगर कंपनी डिसीजन सही नहीं लेती है, so it is going to affect the risk and return profile of the company. Hence, these decisions are very, very important. Apart from that, they are usually irreversible in nature. Once the decision is taken, company might not be in a position to revert them back. It's very difficult to revert back. So these decisions are very important. But they are also very difficult because they are going to affect the future earnings. Once the decision is taken, it will have long-term impact, so it will affect the future earnings. And this future is uncertain. We do not know what is going to happen in future, what kind of situations the business might face, and hence therefore they also have their own impact. There is a high degree of risk. We can say the company will have company will face both operating risk and financial risk. So what type of capital budgeting decisions we are looking at? We can have independent project decisions, we can have mutually exclusive project decisions, we can have decisions taken under capital rationing, that is shortage of capital. So what are these independent project decisions? Basically, they are those projects which are not competing with each other. कंपनी अपना एक मिनिमम कट ऑफ रेट या मिनिमम रेट ऑफ रिटर्न डिसाइड कर लेती है, और जो प्रोजेक्ट्स उस मिनिमम रेट से ज्यादा रिटर्न दे रहे हैं, उन प्रोजेक्ट्स को कंपनी एक्सेप्ट कर सकती है. कंडीशन ये है कि कंपनी के पास फंड्स होने चाहिए. कंपनी कैन एक्सेप्ट मोर देन वन प्रोजेक्ट. व्हाट अबाउट म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव प्रोजेक्ट्स? Under mutually exclusive projects, the projects compete with one another. So अगर दो कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, तो एक प्रपोजल को एक्सेप्ट करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली दूसरा रिजेक्ट होगा. The acceptance of one automatically excludes the acceptance of other. So usually इस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट्स में क्या होता है, कंपनी रैंक करती है प्रोजेक्ट्स को इन ऑर्डर ऑफ देयर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, एंड ओनली वन प्रोजेक्ट प्रपोजल इज सेलेक्टेड विच इज द मोस्ट प्रॉफिटेबल वन. What about capital rationing? Capital rationing में कंपनी के पास फंड्स लिमिटेड है. The supply of capital is limited, and the selection is done on the basis of the project giving highest return, but remember that the capital under capital rationing, the supply of capital is limited. So उस limited funds में जो best possible combination होगा वो select किया जाता है. So what are the techniques of evaluation of capital budgeting decisions? There are two methods to measure the earnings or profitability or return on investment in future. They are basically accounting profit method and cash flow method. We say that accounting profit method is basically an income concept and cash flow is a liquidity concept which is used to measure the return on investment. So let us look at those methods. So let us look at the techniques of evaluation of capital budgeting decisions. There are two broad classification. One is based on accounting rate of return and the other is based on cash flow. So when we look at accounting rate of return method, basically it is based on accounting profit. So we look at accounting profits and on the basis of accounting profits, we have accounting rate of return method. All the other methods are based on cash flows. So what the company is going to do? The company is going to project the future cash flows which are going to be generated from investment in the project. जो कैपिटल बजटिंग डिसीजन कंपनी ले रही है, जिस प्रोजेक्ट में कंपनी इन्वेस्ट कर रही है, क्या करना चाहती है, उस प्रोजेक्ट के फ्यूचर कैश फ्लोज को पहले प्रोजेक्ट किया जाता है और उस प्रोजेक्टेड कैश फ्लोज के बेसिस पे जो डिसीजन मेथड्स या टेक्निक्स ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन है वो ये मेथड्स हैं. अब एक बार प्रोजेक्टेड कैश फ्लोज कंपनी के पास फिगर्स आ गई, उसके बाद अगेन these two methods there is a bifurcation. One is, this is called as, basically we are looking at non-discounted cash flow method. So what is non-discounted? यहाँ पे तो लिखा है discounted, here it is non-discounted. Now if you have learned what is time value of money. If your future cash flows are not converted to present value, then it becomes non-discounted. So the method which is using non-discounted cash flow is payback. Let me tell you, there is a discounted payback method also, but we have taught you non-discounted cash flow. So I'm going to talk about only non-discounted cash flow method here right now. Although we can have both discounted payback as well as non-discounted payback, what you have learned is non-discounted payback method and therefore non-discounted cash flow method which is used in payback. So we can say that the payback method, under payback method, non-discounted cash flows are used. Whereas when we talk about the discounted cash flow methods, what are we going to do? We are going to convert this projected cash flows into present value using a discounting rate. To convert them to present value, basically, we are going to use a discounting rate. And then compare the initial investment, the present outflow, with the inflow which we are going to receive from here, and then take the decisions. So all these methods, NPV method or internal rate of return method or profitability index method, are based on discounted cash flows, whereas payback method is based on non-discounted cash flows. So what you will have to remember, accounting rate of return method is based on profits. Under cash flows, we can have non-discounted as well as discounted cash flow methods. Non-discounted cash flow methods, what you have learned is payback method. Under discounted cash flow methods, which are also called as time adjusted methods, because we are taking care of time value of money, we have three methods: net present value method, internal rate of return method, and profitability index method. All the three are based on discounted cash flows. So I hope this quick revision helps you. You can expect some more revision videos later. Bye bye.